Hello, my name is Max, and today I'm going to talk about APIs, Node.js, JSON, Postman, a lot of cool stuff, MongoDB. So let's start. First thing which I want to talk about is Node.js. Uh, Node.js, I used it to generate the dynamic page content, work with the server, collect data, and modify my database. So you'll see it a little bit later in my example, but here's my blog so I can read more about it, and let's go to the APIs. So what is API? API is a software that allows two applications to talk to each other, and the developer usually creates the API on the server and allows the client to talk to it. What is REST? REST determines how the API looks like. JSON is a common format for sending request data. Postman is a popular API client that makes it easier to work with APIs. Okay, so now we have a general information. Let's see the example. First, I'm going to go through the example, then I'm going to show you how it's working. So here I got an example of post method request. So let's take a look. At the beginning, we have the endpoint. It's the URL thing which we're going to use. In this case, I used MongoDB. And I provide the link up here for it. Then we need to put what kind of methods we're going to use in this API. I use the post method, so I'm trying to post this data which I collected to the database. And header is application JSON because the document is a JSON type, and that's how the data would look like. So in my example, I made the game closed, so we're collecting board games up there, and we kind of have general information about them. So let's see. It's title, publisher, genre, amount of players which can play, minimum, maximum, and unique ID for each element for the database. When user will enter data, it will look the JSON request will look something like that, like title Catan, publisher is Cosmos, genre is German style strategy, minimum players 2, maximum players 8, and some kind of ID, maybe not 110, any unique ID. So you kind of got an idea. Let's take a look at my example. So, and I use MongoDB, and it's a V8 engine-based database, which makes it easy to use with Node.js, and I use Node.js itself to generate the dynamic page context. And we can even change the color up here. Ooh, nice. Anyway, so here's our main page. Not much. Let's add the game. So, Catan, publisher, Cosmos, genre, German, logistical strategy. Okay. Minimum players, I think 2 and up to 8, I think. And let's add one more. Oh, here's our game, which we just added, and let's add one more game, just to show you that we can put multiple up there. This one, I don't know, the cat was running all over my keyboard, so we misclicked and we just uploaded some things which doesn't make any sense, like all, and like, I don't know, 15, 14 players to 28, whatever. Boom, it's up there. So let's see our closet. What do we have up here? We have our game which we added, which looks good, right? It looks pretty interesting. We can delete it if we don't like. And the second one, the cat ran all over the keyboard. It doesn't make any sense, so we probably should delete it, right? Boom, deleted, done. So this thing is not in our database anymore, and that's kind of how it looks like. We were able to see the stuff through the what method? Oh, through the get method, and we're posting stuff to the database through the post method, and that's kind of it. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.